Good morning, guys. I really just have not had the motivation at all to get ready or anything this week and have to go to work every day. So anyways, that means we need to hurry, and also the makeup needs to be really good so that I can trick myself into feeling ambitious. I'm gonna kind of do like the makeup look I did yesterday, since it feels like summer's maybe gonna come eventually. And it's kind of a summer look, but I think we're gonna use the, what's it called? Sheer Skin instead of the Skin Satin, because my Skin Satin was a little too dark. I think because I used the cream bronzer. So yeah. We're going to do a similar look, but we need it to look good. I need to dry these roots so that my hair doesn't look bad on day 2. And then we're going to get started. If you haven't ordered the Frizz Care shampoo yet, it smells so good. Does anybody have it yet? Because I just want to have someone agree with me about how crazy good it smells. Yay, a notification. That's honestly a miracle. Thank you for telling me, Mom. Good morning, Kathy. How are you? Alright, we're just going to clip this up and out of my face. Ugh, it's only Tuesday, friends. We still got so much week left to do. Alright, we're going to go in with some primer. I'm going to use the mattifying primer. I busted out my Jergens Natural again because I'm at that time of year where I'm at my palest, I'm at my ugliest, I'm ready for summer, and I need a little something, and I hate self-tanners. I use them once in a blue moon, and I've tried to use them, but I don't know. I've never found one that I really like, so the Jergens Natural Glow is kind of a happy medium because it doesn't really darken your skin that much. It's very, very natural, but it doesn't really feel as self-tannery, you know what I mean? And the smell is just a hint, a small hint of self-tanner. So yeah. If I move this an inch, it goes a mile. What's everybody else up to today? Working? Doing anything fun this week? Alright, we still gotta do our prep, even if we're gonna kind of switch to a summery, glowy makeup. I still haven't edited that tutorial yet, but I did post just an eyeshadow tutorial from yesterday. But yeah, it was kind of funny. Yesterday, I decided to record my makeup, and I went live with hair. So if you weren't on yesterday's and you want to see a hair tutorial, I did that live for once instead. Anyways, I was doing my makeup, and I haven't switched up from my powder, what I do all winter in a little while, and I was blending, and I'm oh Lord, it was looking pretty crazy. I went in a little too heavy-handed, but it blended out, and it actually looked totally fine. I actually thought it looked really glowy, and it lasted really well throughout the day. So we're going to do a similar makeup look today, but different eyeshadow and stuff. But it's supposed to be 70 degrees here today. I also think the wind is supposed to blow 50 miles an hour, so is that going to ruin it? Yes, but at least the sun's coming out, so that is a start. Okay, we're just going to comb out these brows. And it's not blowing yet, so that's something. I probably would walk to work, but then I'm man, what if the wind starts blowing 800 miles an hour by the time I get on lunch, and then I have to walk back home? I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I've walked in the wind before, but I'm I kind of don't like to. I mean, who likes to, I guess. I would survive. Okay, I'm just kind of trying to comb these as similar as I can to make them match. I'm not the brow queen by any means, not that you can't tell just by looking. But this is just what I do, and take what helps you and leave what doesn't, because there are way better brow tutorials out there. Sitting in the chair, had some more skin cancer removed yesterday, reconstruction today. So sunscreen, everyone. Thank you for the reminder, Kathy. I hope the removal went well. Good morning, Robin. Guess I have to go in again and turn on notifications. What the heck, Facebook? I swear, that's what I tell people. Like, you turn notifications on, and I swear it's kind of like everybody's notifications will work for like a week or two. And then it's like they just turn back off. Or like I'll go in and like favorite pages so that way I don't forget about them, you know what I mean? Because I know Facebook isn't going to show them to me. And then like so much time will go by. Like sometimes it's years and I've just like forgotten about, you know, this page, whatever. And it'll randomly like pop up and I'm like, wait a minute, like I remember this page and why haven't I seen them for so long? And I'm back to like the default settings. I'm like, how annoying is that? It's like, Facebook, how about we can decide what we want to see on Facebook? Like if I actually go out of my way to follow a page or like a page, obviously, yes, it happens on accident once in a while, but it's like, most likely it's because I actually want to see the stuff that they're posting, not have you decide what's good enough for me to see. Drives me crazy. Good morning, Marla. How are you? My notification definitely got switched off. So annoying. Yeah, it always happens. It's crazy. Because it's like, if someone's wasting their time clicking through all these buttons, because it's not like you can just click turn notifications on. You know what I mean? You got to like either tap the bell thing while I'm live, pop the description box up, tap the bell, and turn it on. Or you have to actually go to my page, favorite it, and turn notifications on. Like, if someone's spending all that time clicking around, they probably did it on purpose. I don't know. Everything's going to AI now, and I get that, like, AI definitely has some pros, but some of it I just kind of hate, because I'm like, AI doesn't know everything. That's for sure. Like, that's definitely for sure. And it's making, like, content so filtered. And if you're someone that makes videos, it's making it, like, really super hard. And even if you're just watching, like, it's making it so hard to see your favorite creators because you forget about them. Oh, well, hopefully it'll keep, like, growing and getting better and better and better and learning more. I don't know. Okay, I thought I had another shade that wasn't papyrus. Rye. This one's lighter. Because yesterday I was like, this is a little too dark. I thought I had an open rye, but I guess we're just going to roll with it because... Oh, let me check this first, I guess. I was going to say, it is getting to that time of year, so I'll be using it anyways. On a brighter note, got the new palette yesterday. Yay! I'm so excited you got that. It's so fun. I can't wait for you guys to get to, like, plan it a little more and stuff. I've had a lot of fun making looks with that. Alright, we're going to go in with Cove. This is pretty dark. So yesterday I went full send, and I was like, I really didn't know if I was going to have to wipe my makeup off. And if you're new here, I do not wipe my makeup off. Like, even if it looks bad, I will make it work. And I guess yesterday was no exception, but I honestly thought I really might have to wipe this off because I got so heavy-handed with it. It was actually kind of crazy. So today we're going to kind of do it more as an underpainting. But look at that. Like, that's the tiniest. I went dab, dab. That's all you need. So if you need a good cream bronzer, this one's going to last you, like, forever. And it actually blends out super, super easy. It's not patchy. It is very pigmented, so one bottle is definitely going to last you forever. So yesterday I got too much, and I kind of was putting it on my cheeks like this, and then I was like, well, I'll put a little on my nose. And I must have got, like, a big glob, and so that's when I thought I was going to have to wipe it off, because my nose was, like, fully brown and covered in bronzer, and I'm like, I don't know if even I'm going to be able to fix this, but we made it work. Okay, that was the tiniest bit. So When you get this, do not go full send. Start with less and keep building up until it's the color that you want, because it is very pigmented. All right, let's go in with a little bit of rye. This is new, so I'm going to have to pump it because it's an airless pump. If you guys ever get the mattifying primer or the dewy primer, the pump is airless. Okay, so what you want to do is just keep pumping until it comes out. The idea behind that, I actually didn't learn this from Ophir. I learned this from a different product, is it prevents like bacteria or anything from getting in there, so your product's going to stay better longer. It's going to stay truer to the formula, because a lot of times when oxygen gets inside your packaging, which is pretty common, you know, that's when like bacteria can grow, and also sometimes it can like oxidize, change the color, change the formula. So that's the idea behind it. It's not that the pump is broken or that it's missing. It's intentionally like that. Thank you, Amy. Okay, I would add a little touch of this, but I feel like that's going to just make it too dark with how pale I am right now. So we're going to start with this. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe when I actually get some sun, then I'll, you know, add some little bit of bronzing drops and stuff. But in the meantime, let's just go in with some of this. The sheer skin is ultra light coverage, ultra lightweight. And honestly, when you have sheer skin on, it doesn't feel any different than just your skincare. So if you're a no makeup kind of gal, you want to do like your skin but better. You really don't want like full coverage, or you don't even really want it to look like you're wearing makeup. You will absolutely love, love, love the sheer skin. It is skincare infused, so it's going to hydrate your skin and leave it super glowy. And when your skin is hydrated, that kind of helps plump it up, give it that more youthful appearance, because your fine lines, texture, things like that aren't going to be accentuated. When they're hydrated, they tend to look more plump and like have that youthful bounce and that kind of thing. So, but it is very much a light coverage. So I just want to make sure nobody orders this thinking it's foundation when really it's a tinted serum, okay? The coverage is very light, which, like I said, sometimes that's what we want, but I just want to make sure you know that before you order it, so you aren't ordering it thinking like it's foundation, and then you're like, wow, Savannah is such a liar. This doesn't cover anything. No, not really. That's why I always make sure to say that. Okay, let's go back in and kind of hit that bronzer again. I'm probably not going to add any more because I am going to go in with the cream blusher. I just found the shade Watermelon. It had fallen under my desk, one of my favorites, so I feel like let's use that today. See, it's very natural. If you just saw me at a distance, I don't think you would even know that I had makeup on. You would just kind of think I was like glowy. My skin is not perfect, and sometimes when you can see that, I feel like that almost makes it look even more like natural. If you do have a blemish or two, or you have some discoloration, like it just makes it look even more natural. So yeah. Okay, we're gonna go in with water. Oh, that's dragon fruit. I used that one yesterday. It was really pretty, but yeah, it was also, I went with dark bronzer, super bold blusher, got too much bronzer. I was like, oh my, this is getting intense, but it worked out. Gave me a good scare in the morning. Hi, Desiree, how are you? All right, we're gonna go in with, this is the shade Watermelon in the vitamin C sticks. I absolutely love these things. It's one of my favorite Ophir products. They are super, super pigmented. They look so pretty on. They're glowy, they're skincare infused, they wear well throughout the day. I love them. I honestly think they are so worth it. They are one of my faves. And especially in the summer where I just want that really like flushed, natural look, like very, just kind of like that youthful, glowy flush. These are perfect for that. I'm doing good as well. Just getting ready for work. You know, fun. Okay, I'm just going to drag whatever is left across here so we can pretend like we've gotten some sun. We haven't. The UV's literally at 0. I never checked that before because I guess I didn't even know what it was until that's like, if you don't have a teenage daughter, that's like a thing. Maybe the boys too. I don't know if they go tanning or not. But they're like very into checking the UV because apparently the higher the UV, that's when you like can get tan. So now it's like on my weather thing when I click it, you know how it'll have like the wind. I know this looks crazy, but bear with me, we're gonna put setting powder on. It'll have like the wind, the precipitation, blah blah blah. Well, now the UV is on there. Maybe it always has been and I just didn't notice it. And anyways, I checked my weather this morning and it was at 0. So we're just pretending we've gotten some sun, but we definitely have not. All right, I personally, you could leave it glowy like this if you want. I personally am going to set mine with a little bit of setting powder. I am a powder gal. I love the powder. This is in the shade Butter by Ophir. And this is going to give me a tiniest bit of coverage because it is tinted. I have a hair, like, I can see it in my eye, but I can't find it. Don't you guys hate that? It's going to give me a tiny bit of coverage, but it's also just going to lock everything in place, blur texture. And then today, instead of our usual, we're going to end. Let me clean this up. You always want to clean up the cheeks. Make sure you got that nice and lifted and not muddied up and weighed down before you set it. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh, today we're going to end with our setting spray. Make sure we're good. Good morning, Jerry. Good morning, Dawn. How are you, girls? I just want to make sure I don't have any like lines, creases, any of that before I set. Okay. And I'm pretty much just going to set my whole face. My main focus is going to be in these really high textured areas. But I am going to do just a light dusting kind of all over. This is going to set my makeup, blur texture. So honestly, even though this really doesn't have like coverage per se, it does have a blurring effect. So it kind of has coverage, you know what I mean? But it's not like foundation. It's more just like a blurring effect. Kind of like if you had on like the tiniest filter in real life. That's kind of what setting powder is like. Mary, I can't see your comment yet. I have a little slow connection thing. Good morning. It's going good. I am just not feeling super motivated this week, but the show must go on. So we are here. We're getting ready and we're going to go to work. I'm ready for the weekend. It's only Tuesday. So yeah, I have a meeting today, a meeting tomorrow. At least the one today is like during normal work hours, not at night. But yeah, you guys know how it goes. What foundation did you use? I actually only used the Sheer Skin today, which is by Ophir. So I'll make sure to put my Ophir link up in the description for you guys. I just wanted to get on quick today. And that isn't really a foundation. It's a tinted serum. So it gives you a little bit of coverage. Like it kind of evens out your skin tone, that sort of thing, but very, very minimal. And then I kind of want just a little bit more of this. It just kind of hydrates everything and gives it more of that like glowy look. I'm just going to keep this last little bit nice and high on my cheek because we've already set, so. I'm just going to add a little bit more right here. Yesterday I didn't add any more blusher after I set. I just left it more like kind of muted and I didn't think that looked bad. I'm a blusher gal though, which I do sometimes go overboard with blusher, so there's no denying that for sure. But I'm trying to keep it super light. That powder always makes your makeup look so pretty on you. Thank you, Robin. I really like it too. It just kind of like blurs everything and just kind of gives it that more like smooth look, you know? All right, let's go ahead and set. Yesterday I did my setting powder last, so that way it was like actually glowy instead of going back over it with powder. We'll see if I do that again today. I don't know, but we're going to try it for now. Usually I kind of do it out of order and I do setting spray and then setting powder. That way I can like really set everything. I like it without the added blusher. Oh, I don't want to ruin my lines or add lines in my makeup. Robin, I might have to go back over it with a little powder. We'll see. You guys know me. I always go a little overboard on blusher. All right, let's do a nude lip. Wiping off my chapstick. Okay, this is a Celeste lip liner. I have like the tiniest nub left, so if this doesn't tell you whether I liked it or not, I did. I liked it. It's pretty good. That was a close one. My powder went like flying across and it almost fell. Dawn, is the score code still working? Someone told me yesterday that it was. I have not tested it since then though. Alright, let's go in with this. I'll make sure to link this for you guys. I'll add an Ophir link. This I thought retired, and then I was dinking around on the Celeste website the other day looking for that setting powder for someone. And I was like, well, I'm going to see what other lip liners they have, because I did like the lip products I got from them. And I saw this, and I was like, excuse me. And it was like one of the only colors left, and it's like the best one. So I'm like, I guess anyone can grab that one more time if they want the chance. If it wasn't retiring, I would reorder quite a few, but whenever I like use stuff, obviously sometimes I do use retired stuff of any brand, you know, but I try to use stuff that if someone does want to grab it or they want to try it or they like the color, they can actually buy it from me. So I didn't want to reorder, but I really like it. It is similar to the shade Whatever, if you have that lip liner by Ophir. It's just a little peachier in my opinion. So definitely similar in that they're both really great nude options. If you have that, you might want to skip this, but this one is a little bit peachier. And I'm always happy to have a few nude lip options. So we're all going to chip in and buy you a new desk with lots of organization. You are so funny. I could afford a new desk. I am a little bit of a cheapo, but I just don't have like anywhere to put one. I need a little bigger space. So I don't know. We are actually talking about building a house. We are a long ways out, so I'm definitely not saying like we're going to. But I don't know. I'm like, I want to do it because I just feel like we're at the age where it's kind of like now or never. Like our youngest is in 6th grade. So I do want to, but the interest rates are at 6%, which is crazy. I know they were even worse than that. So I'm like, I do not like that. I feel like I'm getting like ripped off, you know? But I don't know. We might be. And I'll probably get a new desk if I do that. You guys will be very happy. Good morning, Karan. I'm sure it will still get super messy though, so don't get your hopes up, but glad I'm able to catch you live today. Yay, Mary. All right. You know what? Robin was right. This was a little better without the extra blush. So I'm going to go in with like the tiniest bit of powder since I did such a small or such like a light layer the first time. It's totally fine. This is when I normally put my powder on, and I'm just going to go, and it's just going to slightly mute it. You can kind of see the difference. It does take away a little bit of that glow, but it definitely also eliminates texture. So pros and cons. And I feel like this powder, and you guys tell me what you think, I don't feel like it's drying at all. Like I feel very hydrated when I wear this one throughout the day. I've definitely used powders, even as someone with oily skin, where I've used powders that it feels like that powder is just like sucking that moisture out of my skin, and I'm looking like way more wrinkled and like crepey, and like that's why you want hydrated skin, because it'll look more like plump and bouncy and youthful. But I do not feel like that with this. Like this one feels very hydrating, and I feel like your skin looks really hydrated throughout the day. Super good. Can you build on existing property? We actually own a couple lots in town, so we would build there because we wouldn't have room on this place that we live now, because we already have like a shop and stuff, and just like the way it's spread out, we just wouldn't have the space, you know what I mean? And we have these corner lots right now, which actually these other lots are corner lots too, but the lots that we bought where we live now, it's almost kind of like it's 2 lots, but it's kind of like a triangle shape, so a lot of it is like boulevard, and you obviously can't build on boulevard because that's technically city property. So I think these other lots that we have would be bigger, but they're both just in town. I would love to have like land or something, but sadly I am definitely not rich, and so the prices here are crazy. But honestly, there are pros to living in town too, because we did live out of town for the first while that we lived here, and we just rented out there. But it was fun because obviously you have a little more freedom to like run around and like do whatever. But it is nice, like for the boys, they have friends that they can literally just walk to their house. They can walk to school. In the summer, they can walk, you know, to the pool, to the bar, whatever. So like when they don't have their license, I feel like the kids had a lot more freedom because otherwise they had to get a ride. You know what I mean? The more space, the more stuff. I would still be messy. Oh, that is so me too, Jerry. The house we have now is twice the size of the last one, and I still feel like my daughter has way too much stuff, and my husband does too. Oh, don't even get me started. Cody has a crazy amount of stuff. You guys would not believe it. But you probably would. If you have a husband, you would believe it. He has 2 shops. So, yeah, he literally has, like, no joke, 20 mounts. And if you're not a hunting family, let me just tell you, these mounts are not small. Like, our last house had 8-foot ceilings. Is that, like, the standard 8-foot, like, where you don't have tall ceilings, but they're not, like, low. They're just, like, a normal house size. Anyways, we had an elk shoulder mount inside the house. It was, like, this far from the floor, and the horn was, like, that close to touching the ceiling. Like, these things are huge. So, trust me, we have way too much crap. I totally get that. All right, I want to do this with the perennial palette. I'm going to take this brown liner. You could use any color. Like, it could be inked. This is just the one I happen to have sitting here because the only other one I have is a light one. I actually think inked would probably be a little better because it would be black. But I think I might use that brown mascara today, so hopefully the colors will kind of complement each other. Some powders make my skin itch and feel dry the instant I use them. I like the Ophir and the Mary Kay Silky Setting Powders the best. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it, Kathy. Yeah, some powders, I don't know. I personally have yet to find a good cheap powder, and I'm always willing to try. You guys know I've bought some pretty cheap foundations before to do some testing, and I just personally have not found one that I'm like, yeah, that's good. Like, I'm just thinking, like, this is not good. That's all I can think when I'm using it. I've found some pretty good cheap lip products, like lip liners, lipsticks, lip stains. Once in a while, I'll find a decent mascara. Not for, like, not the, $1 ones, but maybe in, like, the $10 range. But as far as face products, I have yet to really find very many, like, good face products that are also cheap. So, I don't know. I'll keep trying them, but I'm just saying I think it's worth the extra little bit. Okay, now we're going to go in with some blue from the Perennial palette. It's like a dark navy. The Perennials kind of become like my OG. Like, I feel like this is like an old palette that I bring out and I'm like, hello, old friend. Haven't seen you forever. I know this looks really crazy, but I think it's going to make my eyes pop. But trust the process. And honestly, it might look crazy the whole time. I don't know yet. Okay, and we're just smudging that liner back and forth and creating like a little bit of basically a wing. My eyes are watering, which sometimes when I'm doing this almost just helps it smudge even better. Mary Kay Setting. Mike would love, yeah, honestly, a lot of people love it because it's not at their house. Yeah, we have a crazy amount of stuff. Actually, I've seen people with more, so don't get me wrong, but like as far as just junk that we don't need, we are definitely no exception to that. Ow. There must have been a loose bristle in the brush and it like poked me. Alright, I just wanted to kind of soften that a little bit, and now I want to make sure I have powder so this isn't running throughout the day. I think that'll be fine. Ugh. Alright, now we're going to go in with this one. We're going to let all the focus be on our lower lash today. But I am going to lighten and brighten up with this. Sometimes I kind of like to do reverse makeup because it's just fun to switch it up a little bit. Where like your one pop of color might be your lower lash line or something like that. Okay, and now we're gonna go in with some mascara. I'm just gonna do one eye, and actually they sent me their eyelash curler. So let's try it out together. And then I'm gonna record the other eye because I am not good at TikTok shop. I've told you guys that before. Like, I'm trying my best to make good videos on there and like find good products and blah blah blah. I really am trying, but like I suck at selling on there. But the mascara is easy to make videos for. I really like it, and I've gotten some orders. So we're gonna keep trying. Hi Desiree, your makeup looks amazing as always. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. Beautiful eyes. Your eyes are so beautiful. Marla, Dawn, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. All right, this is the eyelash curler they sent me. This is the same brand as that brown fiber mascara I've been using. And it does come with some little backup things. I'm sure I'll lose these. Okay, I guess that's a lock. Okay, this definitely seems like actually pretty fancy. I'll link this for you guys, and if you're not on TikTok and you want this or the mascara or both, message me. I can just order it for you, and you can Venmo me or PayPal, whatever. It's not a big deal. I am happy to do that because I know not all of you are on TikTok, but you can actually get a little bundle with the mascara and this eyelash curler. Desiree, did I say thank you? I think I did, hopefully. Okay, I actually like that, so it's kind of like, I don't know. You can just feel it has like a good grip, and I'm not having to like squeeze super hard because you can just feel it's actually like really closing in and pressing and actually curling. So I'm happy with that. I've only had a couple eyelash curlers though that I was like, you are SHIT, goodbye. I am not using this because they just like literally don't work at all. Okay, so this is a new mascara I've been using. I got it in the brown. It is like a dark brown, but it comes in black as well. And look at how fast like that just makes your lashes pop. It's fibers and tubing, so it's definitely going to add a ton of length, a ton of fullness, a ton of volume, and then the tubing kind of locks it in place and makes for an easy removal at the end of the day so that it's not like melting down your face or any of that. It'll come off just in those little like tubes, you know what I mean, like tubing mascara does. Definitely buildable. If you've never used a fiber mascara, I think fiber mascara probably adds more length and volume than really any other kind of mascara. Especially a good one. However, as you're doing it, I will tell you, it's going to keep getting thicker and thicker and thicker. So if you're wanting to just keep it natural, stop, you know, like a couple swipes ago. And if you want to add that thickness, that fullness, you can definitely keep going and see how it just keeps building and building and building the more blinks and swipes I do. That's a fiber mascara. This was on sale for $11.99, and then they did have a pretty low free shipping threshold. I want to say it was like $30 or more or $27 or more. Anyways, it was pretty low. So if you grab a couple things, a couple mascaras and stuff, you can also get free shipping. But see how it just keeps getting thicker, thicker, longer, fuller, fuller. And you guys know me, I really don't have a ton of natural lash. So yeah, if that's kind of what you want in a mascara. This is not a good angle for mascara because you're actually slightly below me. So yeah, I'm gonna get a better angle so you can really see what the lashes look like underneath, but I think you still get the idea. The mascara is so good, doesn't flake or smudge, and lasts all day. Yay, I'm so glad you like it. I like using the Golden Rose Longwear Finishing Powder. Oh, yes, you told me that, Kron. So actually, she messaged me, and that is the Celeste one that I was using, and I've been using for like ever. Obviously, we used Ophir's today, but that translucent setting powder, hopefully Kron doesn't mind me sharing this, but she said she's 68, is that right? And she said it blurs, it didn't settle into her fine lines or wrinkles, and it gave a really nice, like, smoothing, blurring effect. So, if you do have more mature skin, the feedback on the Golden Rose setting powder is good. The mascara, or I've yet to find out how to apply mascara when I can't see up without glasses. Honestly, same. Do you get commission if we buy from you on TikTok? I do. I do if you buy anything. So the mascara, it's like a $1 commission, but that's better than, I'm thankful for $1. Don't get me wrong. Right now with TikTok, it's kind of like Amazon for me, where I'm just trying to get to where my account will be like, this girl does know how to make a video. You know what I mean? Right now it's like, this girl, not the best creator. So if you do order from me, I obviously really appreciate that. Like, for one, commission is amazing. And honestly, this is like my main job. So even though I have a lot of fun with it, it is like my work. And it also just kind of will hopefully help me find like brands that will want to work with me and good products and stuff like that. So like I said, I'm not good at TikTok, but if you don't have TikTok and you want me to order for you, just send me a message. I've already done that for a couple people, and I am happy to do that, but I will link it up in the description if you're on TikTok and you want to order it yourself. Obviously, totally fine. And then it will give me like a $1 commission, so yeah. Sorry, you may have already said this, but do you know if Ophir is coming out with all the colors of their foundation? Are the ones that are showing restocked, are they all restocking? So as of right now, those are the only ones restocking, and they don't have dates for the other shades. They do plan to restock everything. The Skin Satin is not going anywhere or anything like that, but they do not have like an anticipation date or anything like that yet, Tracy, for those other shades. Got my pistachio perfume through the Amazon. Yay, it smells so nice. Thank you so much. Oh, yay. I'm so glad that you like it. I think it smells really good, too. And I've had this bottle for, like, ever. I'm fine. This is actually the old bottle. Like, that's how long I've had it. And it lasts really good. Can we click on your Amazon when ordering anything? If so, that would help you tremendously. Yes, if you do want to, you can use my Amazon. So I have my link tree in my bio. And if you click on that, that will bring up all the links like that I have codes for. It'll bring up my Amazon storefront, all my social medias, if you want to check those out. And you could totally order through my Amazon. But if it gives you guys a pain, because I know sometimes when you click on the links and then it like won't take you into the app and maybe it's a pain. If it gives you a pain, just go order it. Like, I totally appreciate it, but I don't want you guys having to like fight through that system or anything. But if you do click on my link, that would be amazing, but no big deal either way. So anyways, thank you ladies so much for your support. I honestly look forward to this every day. Like I said, even though this is like a job for me, I love going live and chit-chatting with you, especially when Facebook actually tells you I'm live, so that's great. If you're new here, I go live Monday through Thursday between 8 and 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. Typically we do makeup, but once in a while we'll switch it up. Like yesterday we actually did hair. Most days are makeup though, so if you like makeup tutorials, you can turn notifications on. Facebook will turn them back off in 2 weeks, and we can go through this whole rodeo again. But if you turn notifications on, hopefully it'll tell you when I'm live and we can hang out. But yeah, anyways, I'll add links up in the description for anything. And if you guys ever have trouble with any of the links or have questions, anything like that, just message me. I am more than happy to help you place an order, to send a link to you directly if you're having a hard time clicking on it, whatever, just send me a message. I am happy to help. But Thank you, Mary. I hope you guys have a really good day, and I will see you girls tomorrow. Bye, guys.